How's it going, guys? Doing another video today on my Ruger 1022. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the modifications or upgrades or accessories that you can do to your Ruger 1022. I know this is a very common rifle, probably one of the most common 22 rifles out there. It's a great rifle, and there's a lot of accessory options out there for it. This one right here is the Takedown model. It's the one that you could break down. Let me show you how to do that. And it comes in a backpack carrying case, which a lot of guys will use this for like a backpacking or a survival rifle. But it's a great little gun. Use it for target shooting, even small game hunting. But I like it because it's light and the ammo's cheap to shoot. Being 22, ammo used to be really easy to get, but you can still get it. It's just the price has gone up a little bit on it, but it's still pretty cheap, and it's still something you could go to the range and shoot a bunch and not break the bank. Going over some of the upgrades that I've done to it, or accessories that I put on it, I'm going to start off with this scope. This scope is just a BSA scope. I picked this up from Gander Mountain in their yellow tag or clearance section a couple years back. I want to say I only paid about 12 bucks for it. I think it was returned, but it is a 3x9 power adjustable zoom, 40 millimeter objective. The turrets here, they got caps on, but it works for me. It's nothing fancy, and on a 22 rifle, you don't have to get too crazy with the scope. Just something to give you a little bit of magnification. I know a lot of people will put the cheap Simmons scopes. I really don't like those. I would say get something a little bit better, but for 12 bucks, you can't beat the BSA scope. It works. The rings, I don't know what kind of rings they are. I think I just randomly had them laying around. They work, but I really don't know what brand they are. But for this rifle, you don't need anything too expensive. Something that just works for it. This base right here comes with the rifle. All brand new 1022s will come with a base in the box, so you don't have to worry about getting that separately. If you buy one used, you can still pick them up, I want to say, for a Weaver base for about 15 bucks. But you do need a base in order to mount this. It will be, all of them should become drilled and tapped already on the receiver, so you don't have to worry about that. But you will need a base and rings in order to mount some kind of optic. I would recommend just a cheap scope. Moving on towards the front of the rifle, I put on this Laser Max laser. I really thought it was kind of cool to put a laser on the 1022. They do give you little rails on the side, and it does replace the factory barrel band. So all you do is remove the barrel band and slip on this Laser Max laser. You do have to sight it in. It's ambidextrous activation, but it's just for fun. I mean, it's really not necessary, but a lot of guys like to upgrade their firearms with stuff they don't need. And I would say a laser on a 22 is one of those. It's just for fun, just for plinking. I want to say this ran me, this is kind of expensive. I think it was $99 a few years ago, but the price has gone down on them a little bit. You might be able to find them for about 80 bucks now. It is a good laser. It's definitely good quality. It's nothing cheap, but it is just a fun little upgrade you could add to your 1022 to make it a little bit different. Moving on down the barrel, I have a muzzle brake on it. Do you need a muzzle brake on a 1022? Absolutely not. It won't do anything to the rifle at all. The only thing it does is adds to the look. Makes it look a little more tactical, gives it a overall complete look to the rifle. All you do is slip it on, and there's a little set screw. This one, I can't remember exactly which brand it is. I think I bought it on Amazon for like 15 bucks. But it does definitely make the rifle look more complete, gives it an overall better look. It makes it look a little more tactical. Magazines. Now, the Ruger will come with a 10-round magazine with it, a 10-round rotary mag. These are great. They work fine. They have steel lips, but you're only limited to 10 rounds. If you wanted to get any extra mags, there's a few companies out there that make them. I know Butler Creek makes a lot of mags for the 1022s. They have two different versions. I've seen one, just the clear plastic ones with plastic lips, and now they came out with their steel lip ones, and they're pretty good. Only downside is you can't take them apart to clean them. 22 is a very dirty caliber, dirty round, so the magazines do get pretty dirty. So the 10 round mag works great. If you want something with more rounds, I would recommend getting the BX25 mags. These are made by Ruger. They can be taken apart. You can be cleaned. They have steel lips. They work great. I haven't had any issues at all with these magazines. The rifle's only jammed on me a few times, and it was because of ammo, not because of the magazines or the action or anything like that. It was the ammo that caused the malfunction. These mags are great. Downside of these mags, they are quite expensive. You can find 2 packs of them for about $40. Singly, I've seen them go for 30. Ruger even offers a BX25 times 2, where it's 2 mags reversed, kind of set up something like this. That's cool, but I would rather have the single ones. I feel like this adds a lot of extra bulk if you had a double mag set up like this for a 22. But you can pick these up. I do recommend having a bunch of them because 22 you will go through a lot of ammo pretty quick. So you could always stock up on mags. For every gun I have, I try to have at least about 6 mags, preferably more. That's just kind of a rule of thumb that I have. But the Ruger BX25 mags, I would say they're a must if you got a 1022. Okay, some internal modifications I did to the gun. The action. One of the biggest complaints about this gun is once the action is locked back, what you got to do is pull your action bat, hit the bottom of this little tab right here, release your action, and it locks. Now, from the factory, if you're used to like an AK or a lot of other firearms, you usually pull back on the action and release, and that will chamber the round. Well, this one, the 1022, it won't do that. You'll pull back and it'll just lock. What I did is I took apart the trigger mechanism, and there's a heart-shaped plate on the metal. And all I did is use a Dremel tool and turn that heart shape into an egg shape. And now all I have to do is pull back on the action and release, and it will chamber around. So you don't have to do that. It's just very frustrating to chamber around. You have to pull back, hit the release, and then chamber the round. So it just makes it a little bit easier to operate and more fun to shoot. To break this thing down, you do have to have the action locked back, though, in order for the takedown mechanism to work. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. Pull back in your action, lock it back, and then there's this lever right here. You're going to press up, twist, and then it breaks down. Makes it very easy for cleaning. The lockup, you don't lose any accuracy on this. There is a ring you can adjust how tight the barrel butts up to the receiver, so you really don't lose any accuracy on this. But for a 1022, I mean, it's not a competition 22. It's mainly just for plinking. Teaching, this is a great rifle to teach new shooters on. And it's also a lot of fun to shoot. As far as ammo, I like shooting CCI mini mags. I got a few different ammos here to show you. But for semi-autos, 22, they're usually really picky. But CCI mini mags, they're usually really consistent. I like to shoot these. These seem to cycle the best in just about all my 22s. These are about $8 for a 100-round sleeve. They're kind of hard to find, but this is the ammo I recommend. If you can't find any of these, there are other ammos that work. Right here I have American Eagle, high velocity 40 grain. These are not copper coated though. That's what I like about the CCIs. You see they're just a lead nose round, where the CCIs are going to be copper plated or copper dipped. These just help cycle better. I have had a few jams with the American Eagle ammo. These are cheap though. I want to say like $2 for 50 rounds, so not bad if you could find them. And then also, if you could get any bulk packs of the Remington Gold Bullet, these work pretty well too. They are hollow points. They're copper plated. They're high velocity. Any high velocity should cycle pretty well in the 1022, especially if it's copper plated. But I do try to pick up these every now and then, but mainly I do like shooting the CCI 1022. That goes over some of the modifications or accessories I have right now for the rifle. I still do plan on changing the stock. I don't know if I want to do the Butler Creek tactical stock with the pistol grip or in the folding stock. I want to do that for a long time, but I did see recently that Magpul came out with a stock for the Takedown model. So I'm still looking into that. The nice thing about the Magpul one is you don't have to cut it and do any modifications to the front end because it is a Takedown. Where the Butler Creek, you do have to cut and modify for this lever right here. So I will be getting a new stock in the future. I'll do another update video once I get that. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe give you some ideas what to do to your 1022. This is just one route you could take. There are many, many accessories out there for the gun. And overall, I think you'll enjoy shooting it and just making it a little bit more pleasurable to shoot with some of the accessories. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, and please subscribe. Thank you.